everyone, welcome back to another Mattel Jurassic World review. Today we'll be taking a look at the Comic-Con exclusive Jurassic Park Dennis Nedry figure. This figure right now is probably the hottest Jurassic collectible on the market currently. With Comic-Con being canceled this year, retailers had to find new ways to get these exclusives into collectors' hands. So this figure was initially available on Entertainment Earth, but unfortunately those pre-orders sold out in just about an hour, and then a couple weeks ago another limited amount of these figures was available on Instagram through Mattel's Creations, which is a new site for Mattel. It's going to be very similar to Hasbro Pulse. They're going to have, chances to get exclusive figures on there. So when that figure released on Mattel's Creation, it sold out in under 2 minutes, which was incredibly frustrating for collectors because I know a lot of people did not get a chance to get their hands on their figures. That's the problem with exclusives. A lot of people they sell out too quickly and you can't get your hands on them. Then the aftermarket price is just absolutely ridiculous. So some people love exclusives, some people hate them. I kind of fall in the middle. I'm thankful I got my hands on this figure, but I can understand the frustration that some other people are going through. I myself also collect Marvel Legends, and a couple things released in the pre-orders were sold out in seconds, and I'm probably never gonna get my hands on that Storm and Thunderbird 2-pack, but that's a story for a different day. So getting back to the figure right here, let's go over the packaging really quick. The packaging is so fantastic on this figure. Mattel put a lot of love and thought into this package, and this is absolutely a fantastic piece. I think it's one of the most creative releases they've done so far. So this Barbasol can come shipped in this nice Jurassic Park box. You got the original JP1 logo on the front. That looks absolutely fantastic in contrast with this black box. Then on the side right here, you have the Jurassic Park logo in white lettering. Logo again, and the lettering on the other side. So that's it for the box. The box is really, really cool. But right here, this Barbasol can is the centerpiece of this exclusive. It's actually much bigger than an actual Barbasol can, but I think they did a really good job of replicating this can of shaving cream. For those of us that are longtime fans of the franchise, this Barbasol can is such an iconic piece of Jurassic Park canon. Now, it looks like this can is made out of plastic. The top part is plastic and the bottom part is, but this part right here is actually made out of cardboard. There's a Barbasol sticker that goes over it. So part of the action feature on this, you have to, once I reveal the figure, you have to push it down and it activates the lights and sounds. But you want to be really careful doing that since this is not plastic. I can see if you get any stress marks along this, you're going to start to crease this beautiful packaging. So definitely handle with care. So on the back right here, we have this beautiful window display, and you have all the directions and shaving tips from Barbasol in the back, along with a UPC code, which is absolutely brilliant touch. What you want to do is just turn this packaging to hold it from the bottom. If I turn it like that, I'm just never going to reveal the figure. You just turn it and you reveal.
You didn't say the magic word.
Dennis Nedry. And every time you turn it around, it always says, you didn't say the magic word. You get some lights and sounds.
You didn't say the magic word.
And that is just so cool. The lights just kind of remind me of when he was breaking into the embryo chamber with the lights when he lifted up the embryos before he put them in the can. That's just that light reminds me of.
You didn't say the magic word.
Absolutely beautiful. And he also says more phrases. If you push down on the top of the can, it actually compresses down here to activate the rest of the sounds. You get a few more clips from the movie.
I'm totally unappreciated in my time. Don't get cheap on me, Dodson. Dodson, we've got Dodson here.
Absolutely classic.
And no wonder you're extinct. You didn't say the magic word.
And that is it for the sounds. Just, man, I absolutely love this package, and absolutely fantastic. This is one of the good things about exclusive. You get these unique items that normally won't be found on store shelves, but the downside is they are limited edition, and once they're gone for good. And here is Nedry out of the package, and once you take them out of the tray that he's inserted in, there's 2 little pegs right here that you can peg the figure in and display it. And I love the background right here. It looks like the Costa Rican background when Dodson went to meet Nedry and bribe him. And the Dennis Nedry figure is really well done, and they gave us some great accessories. He comes with the bag of bribe money, the pie that he put the shaving cream on. One of the greatest mysteries of the Jurassic Park franchise is, did someone eat that pie? And then you have the iconic Barbasol can. Now, my figure's having a really tough time holding on to the can. I kind of have to tilt his hand back and just kind of angle it in. If he's just holding it when it's like horizontal to the ground, it just keeps falling out, and it's such a tiny piece. I don't want him to lose it, but you can see this Barbasol can is really, really well done. Absolutely a fantastic accessory. Whoops. And, well, we'll get that later. Let's go over the other accessories. And here is the piece of pie with the shaving cream topping. This accessory was such a surprise to me. This figure could just come with the Barbasol can, and no one will complain about that he did not come with other accessories. So it's really, really cool that they included this. Could this be a hint that we're getting a Dodson figure? Does this confirm it? We may never know. And then last accessory is the bribe money bag, and that looks really, really nice. Whoops. You got some nice texturing right here. You can see the buckle and clasps are sculpted in. There's no paint on here, but such a small accessory. It really does not need any paint. It is really well done. I love the accessories that came with this figure. Absolutely fantastic. And they're so small. They're so hard to get on film with my shaky ass hands. And now moving on to the big man himself. Let's pop Dennis Nedry out of his base right here. And this is such a well done figure. They really captured the portliness of Dennis Nedry. We have a nice Wayne Knight likeness for a head sculpt right here. It'd be nice if the glasses were rimmed in black, but they're so small, just like John Hammond. It's just clear plastic on here. You can see the eyes are painted in nice. Some nice paint detail. For the hair right here, there's no sloppy paint on the figure, which is nice because it's an exclusive, and it'd be quite frustrating if you got a figure with paint errors. You can see his watch on his wrist is painted in silver, and the Hawaiian shirt he's wearing is beautifully, beautifully well done. It came out absolutely fantastic looking. And then his pants right here, some real nice textures on here. And then I did not notice in the movie if that Nedry wore sandals, so this is actually kind of new for me. The paint jobs on the feet are okay. It's kind of tough. I got a little bit of black paint on his big toe right here, but all in all, the feet look really good with the sandals. Definitely a really well done figure. A lot of nice paint apps went to this figure. Absolutely fantastic. And his articulation is exactly the same as all the other figures. You have the head is on a ball joint. You get a little bit of wiggle right here. He can not really look up or down because his chin and neck area is so big. The arms can swing up. They can rotate 360 degrees. You have articulation at the elbow. You get 90 degrees with that. And then the elbow is also on a hinge. You can rotate that 360 degrees. He does have some waist rotation, and then the legs can kick forwards. They stop a little bit because the Hawaiian shirt does hang down below the waist, and then there is articulation at the knee, and this is also on a hinge, and it can rotate 360 degrees if you want. No ankle articulation, but you do have some hip articulation, and our big boy right here can do splits way better than I can. All right, let's move on with some comparison. First up, here it is with the Attack Pack Dilophosaurus in its JP1 colors. This figure was part of the exclusive 6-pack that came out at Target a long time ago, and you can see these two figures scaled beautifully next to each other. And next up is the Amber Collection Dennis Nedry, and you can see the 6-inch figure absolutely dwarfs this 3 3/4-inch figure. I actually like the proportions better on the smaller figure than this one. I feel like Dennis's legs are way too long on this Amber Collection figure. I absolutely love this Amber Collection figure. It is very, very well done. And look, it can actually hold the shaving cream, unlike this little figure right here. But if I had to pick between the two, this one right here is my favorite one. Love the proportions on it. He actually looks more heavy set in the smaller version compared to this 6-inch Amber Collection version. And lastly, here he is with the rest of the Legacy Collection human figures. We have Ian Malcolm, Robert Muldoon, John Hammond, Ellie Sattler, and Alan Grant. And man, do they all look so cool next to each other. The Legacy Collection humans are growing very slowly. You know, we got the 4 original Legacy Collection figures when Mattel took over the Jurassic World line, and then there was nothing. Then last year, we got the Comic-Con exclusive John Hammond, who has just been re-released this month, just like Mattel said they would. They said they would release that figure in some form, and they did, and I really think somewhere down the line, we're going to see a version of this Dennis Nedry figure have a much wider release, which is a good thing. I know a lot of people really want to get their hands on as many human characters that they can, because, you know, we have an attachment to these characters. We're longtime fans of this franchise, and we really want more human characters in the Jurassic World line, which is evident for how fast this Dennis Nedry figure sold out. It actually sold out quicker than the John Hammond figure when it was offered on Entertainment Earth last year. I think the John Hammond one was up for a few days before it completely sold out. And, you know, this guy barely lasted an hour and 5 minutes if you combine the time from Entertainment Earth and Mattel Creation. So people want human characters, and, you know, the exclusive thing, like I said, is very frustrating. And I have a feeling next year will probably be another human character or two. I have a feeling it's going to be the kids, Lex and Tim, are going to be exclusive, and then like a year later they'll be available in some form minus their exclusive accessories. I just hope with Jurassic World Dominion coming out next year that we'll see more human figures released in the line, because the only things we see on store shelves are just the leftover figures from Fallen Kingdom. You know, who needs like their 8 millionth own figure when there's so many Jurassic Park trilogy characters that need to be made? And plus, at some point, Mattel was going to release a standard Dennis Nedry figure into the regular line. Some concept art leaked like a year and a half ago, and it had Dennis Nedry in the raincoat with a Dilophosaurus with the Jeep, and, you know, that was just concept art that never got made. And they actually used the silhouettes from that concept art to tease the Amber Collection, Dennis and Dilo last year at Comic-Con. So I would love to see this Dennis Nedry figure redone over with the raincoat, packaged up with a Legacy Collection painted Dilophosaurus with a Jeep. It will sell like crazy. You know, Mattel this year is big into box sets. We got 3 box sets being released this year, and for right now it seems like they're selling well. So hopefully we'll see some more of those box sets with more human characters and more accessories, because this is what we want, Mattel. You know, the exclusives are fine and all, but we need some stuff released into the main line to satisfy our appetite for these characters that we love. So enough of me rambling on. You know, for the few of us that got our hands on this figure, we're extremely lucky, and I hope you're enjoying this figure as much as I am. And I really hope this figure gets released at some point in the near future so the rest of us collectors can get their hands on it. So that will do it for the review. As always, if you're enjoying the content on this channel, show your support by hitting that subscription button just below the video. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously, and it's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you for the next one.